Kai is back in Seattle at Grey Sloan, and even if it is a little bit contrived, I'll take it, because the show's going on break for the rest of the month, and then it's returning for the final few episodes, all culminating in the 399th episode and the 400th episode of Grey's Anatomy on May 26th. So I'm hoping for some big Camellia stuff then, but let's get into the scenes of Kai and Amelia from last night's episode.
David, thank you for coming.
But he's your evaluator.
I wanted someone as unbiased as they come.
Plus, I'm an expert at judging people. I just bought a tremor.
Grey's Anatomy has given up. They just know everyone's gonna watch it anyway. They're just we can make them be the assessors, but I guess it makes sense. But I don't care. Any excuse to have Kai in the show is fine by me. And I also love this mini OC reunion when you have David here, because he was on the OC with Link, so it always makes me laugh.
From a mile away.
He doesn't have any tremors.
No, we're also looking for any intellectual tremors, if you will. Less obvious than the physical, but equally significant.
He doesn't have any of those either.
Dr. Bartley is as good a neuroscientist as you will find in these contiguous United States, and together, we will be the judge of that.
I like Kai's jacket a lot, so let's get to the, Kai and Amelia scenes. That's what we care about, right?
I can't tell you how he's doing on the test.
Just straight in with it. I'm not telling you, Amelia.
But do you think he maybe has dementia or a drinking problem?
No, very much no. Why?
Because he walked out of his assessment. He took a phone call and he left.
Kai, don't you realize this is Grey's Anatomy? This is normal behavior. People are way too emotionally invested in each other's personal lives here.
Without a word of explanation, which was disrespectful at best. Also showed a lack of judgment, which is not a great sign.
Oh my gosh, Link looks furious.
I've done a lot of things that lack judgment.
Kai's ugh, deal with this BS.
Hi. Seriously?
Kai Bartley, you must be Scout's dad.
Link, Atticus Lincoln. Wait, you've met Scout?
The poor Kai. Kai's I just want to date this woman and be normal, and then this man-child is... But also, I do think maybe Amelia should have said to Link, but I think Scout is a baby. I can't remember how old the baby is, but it can't be more than 2, right? So I don't even really think they'd be aware of what's going on, but it also then maybe he was being this little sassy, so Amelia probably didn't want to get into that whole thing, so I can kind of see both sides of that.
Congrats, Weber.
Mrs. Schmidt's head CT was negative. Teddy and Link are almost done. She's gonna make it.
Thank you.
Amelia just needs to know.
Oh, thank you.
But don't thank me. You're the one who passed.
He passed? You passed?
Amelia is very relieved. I do really, really like Richard and Amelia's relationship, because it reminds me a lot of the kind of unconventional relationships at NA and AA. I mean, they do work together and they're both surgeons, so they may have struck this up the way Arizona and Richard were friends, but you do see kind of, an older man and a younger woman that maybe wouldn't really be friends in the workplace. They do strike up this close relationship because of, going to AA and NA together, and I love those relationships. But I also was a big fan of Richard and Arizona's relationship. I say this probably every video, but would love to see Arizona back for the 400th episode. I really have my fingers crossed, and I did a video last week about Jessica Capshaw being on set, so check that out if you haven't.
Not everyone gets another chance in the OR.
Sorry about earlier. I was worried about him.
That's okay. I get it. He's your David.
Aw, cute. Kai's so sweet. They're just so chill. I think that Kai is really good for Amelia in a lot of ways, but also this kind of nothing really seems to faze them that much. So I really did like the scenes this week and getting more Kai in the show. I really enjoy all the scenes with them, but obviously especially the ones with Amelia. And Grace is off now for a couple of weeks, so I'll be back whenever Grace is back, and we'll hopefully get a lot more Camellia before the season ends. And as I said, I'm really hoping that Arizona does return. If you want to stay up to date on everything Grey's Anatomy, Station 19, Camellia, Maya and Karina, make sure that you're subscribed, liked, and following on social media, and everything else, Patreon, merch store, podcast, is linked in the description box down below. And as always, make sure to stay safe, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.